Oh my lord, it's freaking hot as ass outside. It is currently, as I look at my thing here, hotter than the devil's nutsack right now. It is 106 degrees. Feels hotter than that, but who am I to complain? I'm in Texas, baby. I'm in Texas. So you move down here to Texas, you got to know what you're getting yourself into. Just had dinner with the fam. Then went off to cheer after we had some tacos. It's Taco Tuesday. So this is a little random clipski because I just went to Target. Didn't film inside because honestly it was freaking weird. It was like they were in mid-reset in the toy aisles. Like all the shelves were empty except for like 3 or 4 figures in each section. Freaking weird as hell. But I am not one to complain yet again because I just found Marvel Legends, my friends. Marvel Legends. I'm being picky. Mostly X-Men. Mostly X-Men in my Marvel Legends collection. However, I do have a shelf ski of some Avengers, including, bam, Black Widow, baby. This is the Black Widow that everyone's raving about. I'm very, very excited for this. Triple head sculpt. Some people are actually taking this head sculpt right here, the short-haired Black Widow head sculpt, putting it on G.I. Joe Classified Cover Girl, because they don't like that head sculpt. I don't actually mind that head sculpt. I think it looks fine, but I'll pop it on there, see how it looks. And then, it is a G.I. Joe Classified action figure. It is a Cobra action figure, and it is a Target exclusive, bam, Python Patrol Crimson Guard, baby, look at that. Very, very nice. Very nice. High five. So there you go, guys. Just 2 items, 2 pickups. These figures are getting freaking expensive. I remember when I was a kid and these things were $2.99. This right here was $27.99. Holy frick, Black Widow. Good lord. $27.99 for a freaking Black Widow? $24.99 for Python Patrol. This hobby, guys. This hobby's getting way expensive. Anyway, I'll see you in the next clipski. I think I got something at home. We'll see what that is, but happy hunting. Stay cool, for love of frick. 106 degrees here in Texas. Stay cool. Good lord. All right, I'm rambling. Adios.
Man, this is ticket talking mother for the figures. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
What's up, guys, and welcome to the Nerd Bar, and this is the haul portion of this video. This video was originally going to be all G.I. Joe stuff, but I've received and I've purchased actually quite a bit of Marvel Legends stuff, so I decided to couple it with this video because I've kind of been going back and forth after getting all this stuff in as to which figure line is my favorite figure line of the year. It used to be clear cuts, far and away, G.I. Joe Classified, but I gotta say, Marvel Legends has been putting out some really, really good stuff recently. Granted, a lot of it is like repaint stuff or characters that we've already gotten before, but if you missed out on those characters previously or if you wanted a different look for those characters, you're getting them now. So they've put out some pretty good stuff. I'm going to show you the ones that I picked up. We're going to start with the G.I. Joe Classified here. I've gotten these from a variety of different places, from Hasbro Pulse to Amazon to frickin' Target. I don't actually remember where I got most of these, but I'll start with this guy right here, Shipwreck. One of my most anticipated G.I. Joe Classified figures, not just of this year, but of like the whole line. Because Shipwreck was always one of my favorite figures as a kid. And very, very freaking excited to finally get Shipwreck. We're kind of running out of like figures that I really, really, really wanted in the Classified line. There's a few figures here and there that I would not mind getting, a few characters here and there. Shout out in the comments, which characters do you want to see next in the Classified line? Off the top of my head, I would like to see more of the original 13 Joes, like Flash. We're getting a Grunt. We got Rock and Roll. We got Stalker. We got Scarlet. I'd like to get a more classic looking Scarlet. That would be nice. We got a classic looking Snake Eyes. We need a freaking Short Fuse, Grand Slam, a Hawk. There's only a few, guys. They've really produced a lot of these figures. Next one is Torpedo. Very, very cool. Huge Torpedo fan as a kid, the original figure. So again, very, very happy that they produced this one. This is the year, man. This is the year that all the ones that I've wanted have come out, including this guy. Freaking Bazooka. We already got the Tiger Force Bazooka. I have him. But this is classic red football shirt Bazooka. Really, really Happy that we got that one. I don't know if I shared this one in the previous clip, but this is the Tiger Force Dusty. Which one did I get in the previous clip? Was that the Crimson Guard? Anyway, Dusty. I got the Tiger Force Dusty. We're getting a Tiger Force Flint. I have him pre-ordered on Target. And then we got some more bad guys. I'm running out of shelf space. That's the other thing. Is I have this Billy bookcase, which let's see. There it is over there. It's very messy over there, so I don't want to show the whole thing. But I have two shelves. I have one shelf for all Joes. I have one shelf for all Cobras. And that mother effer's getting a little cramped, I gotta say. So I started looking at it and I was comparing to like the original Joe checklist, like which ones do we still need? Which ones do I really, really want? And I'm telling you, we've gotten most of the ones that I really wanted. I was holding out for this one right here. I'm really, really happy that we got this one finally. It's Copperhead. Bam, hell frickin' yes. Got Copperhead, so he'll be added to the Cobra ranks. And then this one, holy cow. I'm not sure how I'm gonna display this because it's scrap iron. It's scrap iron and he's got this like, they turned his little missile launcher into like a frickin' tank drone, which is badass. It used to just be on like a little tripod when he was an original figure, but look at all these accessories. Holy frick, look at that. So I don't know how I'm gonna display this, but scrap iron is definitely gonna go on the shelf, but damn, that freaking missile pod and all those accessories, this is heavy. This has got some weight to it, so it's definitely worth the extra bucks that we gotta pay for scrap iron. All right, those are the Joes. Those are all the Joes. So I think I'm fairly caught up on all the classifieds that have been released. I guess we're just waiting on that next wave to come out. There's a bunch, Low Light and freaking Tunnel Rat, those guys. So let me show you which Marvel Legends I have recently picked up. They did these 60th anniversary Marvel Legends Avengers sets. Some are 2-packs, some have like other accessories. This one, I was really, really looking forward to this one because I don't recall ever owning, besides in like 3 3/4 inch scale, I've never owned like a large scale Destroyer. So I got the Thor and the Destroyer. Hell frickin' yes. And there you go. It's bearded Thor, and it gives you an extra head sculpt there. I've already taken this out of the box because I really wanted to see how that extra head sculpt looked on the previous Thor that was released, and here's how it looks, and it looks awesome. It looks really, really good. So you could see that this is the previous Thor that was released, and there's the head sculpt on it. So made great use of the extra head sculpt, and I never really liked this head sculpt with the red eyes, the Ragnarok Thor, which is I think what that one is called. So I'm glad that we got the extra head sculpt with that bearded Thor, and now I have 2 figures out of it. Next one is this is not a 2-pack. It's a remake of an old, was it Toy Biz that originally did this figure and this accessory? It's Hawkeye and the Sky Cycle. So definitely needed a Hawkeye because the last Hawkeye that came out that was comic related, I think was like the retro Hawkeye, and that thing is going for big bucks on the secondary. So I'm really, really happy that we got like a classic comic Hawkeye. Very, very happy to get that one on the Avengers shelf. And then here's another figure that I kind of missed out on. I didn't have the original Marvel Legends figure that they did, so I'm glad that they redid him and they gave him the new accessory. He doesn't have the sword anymore, but he's got like the freaking light sword thing that he had in when was that, the late 80s, early 90s, maybe mid 90s. And then they gave us another figure that I don't recall ever having a Marvel Legends figure of this character. It is Cersei and the Black Knight. So there you go, Black Knight with his light sword. And then there's Cersei. Eternals Cersei. Yes, that's the same Cersei from the Eternals, if you saw the Eternals movie, when she was part of the Avengers. So there you go. And I think they were a thing. I was not reading the comic book back then, but I think they were like an item. That's why they're packaged together. It's like the whole love thing between Black Knight and Cersei. So there you go. Hell freaking yes, those are the modern figures that I picked up. Now let me show you the vintage G.I. Joe figures. I got 2. So let me show you which ones I picked up. All right, I got 2 Joes to work towards finishing off my vintage G.I. Joe collection. This one is actually a 1982 original 13 straight arm figure. It is, yes, Rock and Roll. So I picked up Rock and Roll. Got the original straight arm version, no swivel in that arm. But again, he looks fantastic. He was complete. He's got his gun, got his helmet, and looks awesome. So with those original 13, if I can find a straight arm versus a swivel arm, like Snake Eyes and Scarlet, I keep saying that I'm after the swivel arm versions. If I could find a straight arm version of both of those where the paint looks really good, the joints are real tight, and it looks just overall fantastic, I'll pick those up. I'm not that big of a stickler versus, straight arm versus swivel arm. I know the straight arm ones are going to cost me a little bit more because they're older, harder to find. But again, I'm not going to be picky. And then this one right here, there's a few like heaters on my list. Most of them are pretty affordable, like under 50 bucks, 40 bucks, 30 bucks, 20 bucks even. This one was one of the more expensive ones. Scarlet's expensive, Snake Eyes is expensive. And then this one right here that you're about to see was the other expensive one. I got a Cobra Commander. It is the domed Cobra Commander. And the thing about the Cobra Commander is you always see like scuffing on the actual dome itself on his mask. And this one looked so freaking good and so clean. That's the reason I went for it. This one was like $110. So I know a lot of you young people are probably scoffing right now, like, this boomer paid $110 for a figure with that little articulation? Yes, us old assholes like this old stuff that brings us back to our childhood. So, old guy, hot take right there. But yes, he's got his gun. I put it back there. I don't want to put it in his hand because his hand hole is very, very tight. So I don't want to like snap a thumb or anything like that. So he's just going to be chilling with a little gunski on his back. But after those two, I am down to officially... It is 10 figures. And if you remove Cutter from the group, I've always said that the Killer Whale and Cutter that comes with the Killer Whale is the final item I'm going to pick up before I'm done collecting Vintage Joe. So if you remove Cutter from the mix, I'm down to 9. And those 9 are Snake Eyes, Scarlet, Flash, Grunt, a Cobra Viper, Frostbite, Iceberg, Sergeant Slaughter, and I want the mail-away version, and then a Snow Serpent. Those are the final ones, guys. Final 9 plus 10 being Cutter and the Killer Whale. I'm in no rush to find those. I'm in no rush because I've started collecting like the vintage Star Wars figures and other vintage stuff too. So I'm gonna take my time because I don't want to be done collecting Joes. I don't want to be done. So maybe I pick up one every couple months, 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, whatever it is. If I see one, it's got to be pristine at this point. I'm going to be picky as hell. So there you go. As far as my favorite figure line of the year so far, I'm still leaning towards G.I. Joe Classified. They're still producing some bangers, some absolute top-notch figures, lots of accessories. I feel like you get your money's worth with G.I. Joe Classified. Marvel Legends, the price is starting to creep up. You're getting kind of like less. But I really like the character selection and the figures that they produced this year. So if I'm going to go Marvel Legends versus G.I. Joe Classified, I'm still leaning towards G.I. Joe Classified as my favorite figure line of 2023. So there you go, guys. That's it for now. I appreciate you watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Again, let me know in the comment section. Hell, let me know, which G.I. Joe Classified figures you want them to produce next, and let me know if there's any Marvel Legends figures. There's a lot of Marvel Legends figures that I would love for them to produce. A lot of Outback X-Men stuff, especially like Werewolf by Night stuff. Hell, make a whole freaking wave of Werewolf by Night, comic Werewolf by Night, television special Werewolf by Night in black and white. Man-Thing, come on. I will buy it all, so... I loved that freaking special so much, and I love the comics. So I did go to Ohio, and I went to Comics to Games, and I went to Toy Department twice, which produced 2 separate videos for Toy Department and 1 separate video for Comics to Games. So the next 3 videos are going to be all from Ohio. So check those out. Hopefully you like those. You like the content. You like the new Toy Department. It's freaking gigantic inside. But that's it for now. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Adios for now, and have fun collecting. And stay cool. It's freaking hot as balls outside. Freaking summer. It's like 111 degrees here in Texas. This is not like a gun show here. I'm just hot. I'm just freaking hot. That's why I'm wearing this. Not trying to show off or anything. It's just hot as balls down here. So I gotta let the things breathe. Anyway.